Mass News is getting answers on how traffic conditions are shaping up this week as people begin heading out for their Independence Day celebrations.
Western Mass News reporter Addie Patterson joins us live from Ludlow with more after speaking with travelers earlier today. Addie, I know it's early in the week, but how are those holiday travel conditions looking?
Chris and Amanda, according to AAA, a record-breaking 72.2 million people have or will be traveling at least 50 miles from their home now until July 6th. Just under 62 million of those people traveling will be doing so by car. This year's travel forecast is an increase of 1.7 million travelers compared to 2024 and 7 million more than in 2019. Earlier today, I spoke with folks driving from Boston to Springfield. They tell Western Mass News they hit heavy traffic during their travels today.
The drive as usual, traffic everywhere basically, especially coming down from Worcester back here to Springfield. Construction sites, just everyone holding up the line, normal traffic as usual, Massachusetts drivers.
It's always very packed coming from Boston. I got picked up from the airport, so especially there it's extremely packed this time around.
Travel experts also suggest that if you want to avoid any heavy traffic during your travels for the 4th of July week, to plan ahead and to avoid July 2nd and July 6th, as those are going to be the busiest travel days so far this week. For now, reporting live in Ludlow, Addie Patterson, Western Mass News.